What's up, guys, and welcome back to Waffle Plays. And today we're going to be playing Therapy Simulator. This is just the demo. The full game comes out in just a couple days. So if you guys want to check it out, there will be a link in the description for you to check out the game. Shout out to the developers of Therapy Simulator for giving me a code of the game. So we'll probably check out more of the full game once it releases. But for now, let's check out the demo for it and see what it's about. Go to your office and prepare for the day. It's kind of cool wearing like a full office building. Gotta open the calendar app and assign a patient to 9 a.m. Monday. Check out our office a little bit. I think we need a new couch. That's looking pretty musty. Okay, so we got Johnny Sims with imposter syndrome. Get him scheduled. Start the day. Wait for your first patients to sit down. Invite them to the therapy room. Oh, hello. Bro, you're like a doctor. What are you doing here? Also kind of nice. There's like, you can actually see outside. It's a really short chain schedule. All right. Have a seat across from your patient. Talk to your patients about their problems. You can treat them however you like, but remember, your decisions will matter. Give our clients some privacy. I like how it says open, but we're closing the blinds. But no, we'll let him see outside. So, just don't feel bad by Doctor Not a Therapist. That seems legit. I've been a doctor, a police officer, and a construction worker, but nothing feels right. Just stop whining and just pick something already. Let's well, what's driving you to keep changing your careers? Maybe I'm running from something instead of towards it. That's pathetic. Kind of self-awareness is actually really valuable. What? God, I can't read. What would it look like to stop running and face it? Let's give him, being self-aware is probably a good thing. I guess I just feel like I'm pretending in every job. Feeling like a frog doesn't mean you are one. You're being ridiculous. Everyone feels unsure sometimes. What would help you feel more authentic in your work? Let's do that one. Every time I start feeling confident, I doubt myself completely. Does it appear in other parts of your life? Actually, yes. I also feel like a flawed fraud in relationships. Makes you feel undeserving in your personal connections too. Imposter syndrome often extends beyond just our professional lives. Yeah, what makes you feel undeserving? Never thought about it that way before now. Think I have some work to do here. Yeah, I feel like writing down 3 accomplishments is a good thing. I feel like I have a direction now. All right. Later, dude. You can take the next elevator. I got dibs on this one. Be satisfied. We gained 11 experience, 3 karma, earned 200 bucks. All right, who do we got today? Got Marco Cooper with mood swings, Omar Erickson with overthinking, and Axel Blake with loneliness. Well, let's get Marco in here. Let's do Omar. We'll schedule him for like 11, and Axel, we'll give you the 1 p.m. That way we get a good like hour or two with our clients. Give ourselves a little break in between. That's cool. So we can hire. Oh, we'll be able to hire therapy animals. Although kind of interesting that they just put lorem ipsum placeholder text in a lot of these. We can upgrade our stuff eventually. Like bills, that's not great. I gotta wait for our next. Oh wait, I didn't start the day. That's why. There we go. Well, apparently you're in the very happy part of your mood swing with that face. Come on in. Yeah, my moods are all over the place and I can't control them. Let's see. Sounds really difficult and I want to help you. Not sure where to start. It just happened so suddenly. Have you tried keeping a mood journal to track? Affects my relationships and my work performance too. Noticed if certain situations consistently trigger the mood changes. They mention it, conflict such situations set me off quickly. Yeah, you're right. I need to understand my triggers better. I think we've made some good progress today. Yeah, keep tracking your triggers. We'll discuss them next week. I will. There you go. Have a good day, Marco. Make sure your check clears. I probably should have scheduled them for every hour because now we gotta wait. That's fine, we'll explore around a little bit. Okay, so your employees will have their own offices. That's kind of cool. There's a marketing manager. It'd be kind of cool if in the full game, these rooms will actually get some use. Like, they added some, like, ambient people coming in and out, going to, like, different businesses or something. That must be our next client. And our computer has a DVD tray. Alright, fine. I'll wait till you actually sit down. Now you can stand up and get into the office. Why do I look shorter than everyone? Omar accident. I can't stop overthinking everything and it's completely exhausting me. I'm glad you're here to talk about it. Guess I just worry that if I stop, something bad will happen. Yeah, to identify a situation. Yesterday I spent 3 hours deciding what to text a friend back. I feel like we've all been there. Except maybe you just had the first response that felt right. Yeah, what were you afraid of happening? That they'll get mad, misunderstand me, or think I'm annoying. Oh god, that's relatable. Friends probably don't care half as much as you think. Do your friends actually respond with that level of judgment? Sounds like you're catastrophizing what might happen. Do they actually respond? No, they're actually pretty relaxed and forgiving with me. Learn how to catch myself before I spiral. The 5-second rule before responding? 5-second rule, isn't that for food? We'll do grounding techniques. Yes, that would be really helpful, thank you. Have a good day, Omar. How to grow super trees? Gruesome Men? By Pete Davis. Temple of the Chosen, Time to Live and Die. Dragon's Blow. That sounds like a porn. Man and His Woman. Do you know the lane names of the lost ones? That one sounds kind of interesting. Sounds kind of like a horror book. Trinity, Death Room. Oh, Serial Killer in a Quiet Neighborhood. Day and Night, Lonely Rider. I wonder if any of these are real. I mean, they sound like they could be. What is that one? That one's like so thin. Can't even read what it says. Oh, it's tip of an iceberg. They just made it small. Squid Games. Loneliness is because you're not in the Squid Games right now? We're watching. You're wearing like LA Lakers. Oh, okay. Close my own door in my face. Little bitch. Feel so alone all the time, like nobody really cares about me. That's a mood. Sounds really difficult, and I want to help you work through this. Being ridiculous. You start noticing these feelings of loneliness. Guess it started after I moved to this new city last year. You try joining any groups. Try reaching out, but everyone already has their own friend groups. You probably seem desperate and needy. God damn. You can just be a real savage if you want. What if you focused on one person and suggested coffee or lunch? It's actually a good idea. I could ask my coworker Sarah. Does he even like you? But go ahead and try. Okay. Text Sarah today and set something up this week. Sounds like a great first step toward building new connections. Good. Try to look forward to the next session. Don't mess this up like you mess up everything else. Remember to follow through. You deserve connection and friendship. I will. Thank you for believing in me today. Hell yeah, we got some money. So I don't really think we have much to use it for. At least in the demo. Okay, so I think that's the end of our day, so we can go end this day. I can turn on these on. Oop. All right, who we got today? Got Kayla Espino with bipolar. Aminata Douglas. Aminata's an interesting name. Yusuf. No, let's do Kayla. Then we'll get Yusuf in there, and then we'll do her. Damn, she got here fast. All right, come on in, Kayla. Can't handle these mood swings anymore. They're destroying my life. You describe what happens when your mood starts to shift. You're being ridiculous. Everyone has mood swings sometimes. I hear you, and we're going to work through this together. Yeah, let's do that one. It's hard to explain, but I feel like I'm losing control. Losing control is frightening, but recognizing it is an important step. Thank you for understanding. It means a lot to hear that. When I'm manic, I spend all my money and burn every bridge. God dang. So you just enjoy the intention from your drama? God. You consider keeping a mood journal to track patterns. That's probably a good one. Try journaling, but I forget when things get really bad. Let's see. Curriculum. Find reminder systems that work for you. Really appreciate your patience and understanding with me today. So what should I focus on before our next session? Yeah, practice your sleep routine daily. I will do that. Thank you for everything today. You're welcome. Stop closing my door in my face. All right, what's going on, Yusuf? I can't submit anything unless it's absolutely perfect, and it's destroying me. Where do you think this need for perfection originally came from? What if you submitted something good enough and saw what actually happens, so you're stuck because you're too scared to be merely excellent? Where do you think this need came from? I'm not sure. Maybe my parents always expected the best from me. Understanding where it started can help us change the pattern now. Ah yes, blame the parents when things get hard. Or could you try one task this week where you aim for completion? Yeah, I'll do that one. I guess I could try, but what if people think I'm incompetent? Let's set one small deadline where you submit something imperfect. That fear makes sense, but has perfection actually kept you safer? Competent people don't worry about being incompetent, you know. Yeah, let's do that one. I've missed deadlines and opportunities because I can't let go of details. Sounds like you're too busy perfecting to actually succeed. Do you think those missed opportunities might outweigh an imperfect submission? What would be one tiny imperfect thing you could do this week? Let's do that one. Maybe I could send one email without checking it 10 times. It's a great start. How does that idea feel to you? 10 times sounds like you have plenty of free time. Excellent. Let's plan exactly when you'll send that email. How does it feel to you? Terrifying, honestly, but maybe also a little bit freeing. I'm willing to try, even though it makes me really anxious. Try not to overthink it too much this week. Remember, action beats perfection. See you next week. Proud of your willingness to try something different. Thank you. I actually feel hopeful for the first time. No problem, Yusuf. As long as you send an email, I'd phase through my own door, but we won't worry about that. All right, Aminata, come on in. First, we'll talk about why your parents hate you for that name. I haven't slept properly in weeks and it's ruining my life. Sounds really difficult. I want to help you through this. Let's explore what might be causing your sleep problems. I guess there are a few things that might be keeping me up. Let's start tracking your sleep patterns to identify specific triggers. I'm here to support you through this difficult time. It's pathetic. You should be able to handle basic sleep problems. Let's start tracking your sleep problems. I lay awake for hours thinking about work and money problems. Sounds like anxiety is preventing you from falling asleep peacefully. Let's create a bedtime routine that helps you calm your racing thoughts. You'd sleep better if you weren't so weak-minded. God. I mean, I know the anxiety one all too personally. Yes, my mind races constantly and I can't shut it off. If you consider that deeper worries might be feeling this anxiety, racing thoughts are common. We can work on calming techniques together. You enjoy making yourself miserable with all that pointless worrying. Yeah, we'll do that one. Thank you. Knowing there are solutions makes me feel more hopeful. It's been really helpful. I feel like I have a direction now. Keep that sleep journal. We'll review it next time we meet. You made real progress today, and I'm here whenever you need support. It means a lot to me. I'll see you next session. You're welcome. All right, time for me to go. Get out of here. Better go home and play Marvel Rivals. All right, who's on our agenda today? Case and Gilbert with depression, Julian with anger management, Alexander with existential crisis, and Gabrielle Swanson with social anxiety. Oh, let's do Gabrielle, then we'll do Kaysen, we'll do Julian, we'll do Alexander last, because existential crisis is probably going to take a bit of time. That is quite the hairdo. I don't like how they stare at me like that the whole time. Can't go to parties anymore. Everyone stares and judges me constantly. That means you have the people actually judging you. Everyone stares at you. Sounds like you're quite the celebrity then. Let's practice one small social interaction you could try this week. I don't know if I can. What if I mess up? Start with smiling at one person. Nothing more complex than that. Maybe just stay home forever, then I'll solve everything perfectly. Small steps are okay. We'll work through this together at your pace. Thank you. I really need someone who understands how hard this is. Last week I had a panic attack just ordering coffee. I have social anxiety too. I haven't been that bad where I've had like panic attacks, but when I was younger, I actually like wouldn't even talk to my own, like not my immediate family, but you know, like family you visit. I wouldn't even talk to them most of the time or ask them questions because I was too socially anxious to even talk to my family. Not as bad now, but I still have a bit of it. Next time, try focusing on breathing before you order anything. What thoughts were going through your mind? I thought everyone was watching me fail and laughing inside their heads. Newsflash, nobody cares about your coffee order that much. Those thoughts aren't facts. They're anxious predictions your mind creates. That makes sense. I never thought about that way before. I think I understand my anxiety patterns a little better now. That awareness is the first step toward managing your anxious responses. Thank you. I feel like I have a path forward now. Hey, Kason. Looking fly as a mofo. Get your ass in here, brother. I just feel empty inside, like nothing matters anymore. Here, and I'm here to help you through this. When did you first notice this feeling's emerging? Yeah. Guess it started a few months ago, maybe longer. A few months and you're still moping around like this. What was happening in your life when this started? I can't sleep. I've lost everything, or lost interest in everything I used to enjoy. How long is your sleep been disrupted like this? Let's create a sleep schedule and reconnect with one enjoyable activity. Yeah, that one. I could try that, but I'm not sure it'll work. I believe in you, and small steps can lead somewhere. Of course you're not sure. You doubt everything, don't you? Start with just one activity tonight, even something tiny. Okay, I can commit to trying one small thing tonight. I'm feeling a bit more hopeful about things now. Proud of your progress. See you next week. Trying to bust this up. Remember your commitment, take action, and report back next. No, let's do this one. Sounds nicer. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. You're welcome, man. Have a good night. We'll see you next week. Come on in, Julian. I keep losing my temper at work and it's getting me in trouble. Oh, that hits close to home right now. What do you think triggers these angry reactions at work? But let's work on some practical techniques you can use when you feel angry. It's like someone needs a nap before their next tantrum at the office. What do you think triggers these? Guess it's usually when people don't listen to my ideas. So you get mad when people have their own opinions. Next time it happens, step away from the situation for 5 minutes. Very common trigger, and we can definitely work with that. I'm not sure I can actually control it in the moment. But it takes practice, but you absolutely can learn to manage these feelings. Thank you. I really need to hear that right now. Plus, if I lose control one more time, I'm fired. Just develop a specific action plan to prevent that from happening. What kind of action plan are you thinking about? Start keeping a log of when you get angry and what happened. You're making real progress, but recognize you need to change something. Let's start keeping a log. It's actually a good idea. I can do that starting today. I feel like I finally have some tools to work with now. Remember to use those breathing techniques before you react at work. Yeah. I will thank you for all your help today. You're welcome, Julian. See you next week. Come on in, Alexander. So everyone must shop at the same clothing store. Wake up every day wondering what the point of everything is. Sounds really difficult, and I'm here to help you through this. Being ridiculous when you start questioning the meaning of your life. That's this one. I just feel so lost and I don't know where to start. It's okay to feel lost. We can work through this together slowly. Let's identify one small thing that gives your day structure or purpose. Stop whining and pull yourself together. Yeah, do that one. Thank you. I really need to hear that from someone. I feel like nothing I do matters in this grand scheme. Have you considered that meaning is something we create, not find? What's one activity this week that made you feel even slightly engaged? It's interesting. I never thought about it that way before, actually. Creating meaning sounds like too much work for you anyway. Jesus. You have the power to create purpose in your own life. What small meaningful thing could you create or contribute this week? Maybe I can volunteer to reconnect with an old friend this week. I feel like I have some direction to work with now. Made real progress today. Alright, our next client isn't here yet. Oh, wait, never mind. That was our last one, I think. So why does that one have a star? I don't know what the star means. Wonder how long this demo is. I wonder if it's just a full week or if there's more to it. Close the door. Alright, so we got Louis Fujimoto, Abigail Higa, and Aisha Fuller. Just get them in there. Louis, Abigail, Micah. Ugh, why do I have to wait for them to sit down? So I gotta make them stand right back up. Come on in, Louis. Wake up every day wondering what the point of everything is. I just feel so lost and I don't know where to start. It's okay to feel lost. We can work through this together slowly. You just gotta reaffirm their feelings. Make them feel valid. Thank you. I really needed to hear that from someone. I feel like nothing I do matters in the grand scheme. What's one activity this week that made you feel even slightly engaged? If you consider not... Okay, so yeah, it's even like the same stuff for the last guy we did. I guess I felt okay when I was cooking dinner Wednesday. Cooking can be a wonderful way to create meaning through nourishing yourself. It's true. I'll try to pay more attention to those small moments. Feeling a bit more hopeful about moving forward now. Proud of your progress, and I'll see you next week. Come on in, Abigail. My mood swings are completely out of control and ruining my life. Let's start tracking your moods daily to identify patterns and triggers. I don't know if writing things down will actually help me. Start small. Just note 3 moods each day this week. We'll figure this out together. Okay, I appreciate you being patient with me about this. Sometimes I'm fine, and then suddenly I feel rage or deep sadness. I feel that. How long do these mood episodes typically last? Sometimes just minutes, other times they last for several hours. You notice any physical sensations before the mood changes? Yes, I often feel tension in my chest right before. Conversation has been really helpful for me today. So I feel like we're finally getting somewhere with this. Good. Good. Alright, come on in, Ika. Or Aisha, or however you pronounce that name. Sorry, I'm white as white can be. I don't know foreign names. I can't handle these mood swings anymore. They're destroying my life. I hear you. We're going to work through this together. Or explain, I feel like I'm losing control. Ba, 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 ba. Recognizing it first cuts out. Thank you for understanding. It means a lot to hear that. When I'm manic, I spend all my money and burn every bridge. You consider keeping a mood journal to track patterns. Ba, 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 ba. I think triggers. Lack of sleep definitely makes it worse. Stress too, probably. Sleep is critical. Let's establish a consistent bedtime routine together. That sounds like I'm trying to come on to you. It's not what I'm shooting for. Thank you. It helps to know I'm on the right track. What else could I do to manage this better? Monitor your sleep and mood, then report back to me. I'll do my best to see you next week. See, I think she was our last client, right? Yes. Cool, I'm gonna beat you out. Later. Deuces! Okay, we have a whole next week? How long is this demo? This is like kind of a lot for a demo. I thought it would be like just like 1 week worth. Yenti Robbins? That's an interesting name. Khadija. It's another interesting name. Camille. And Peter Gill. Isn't there some famous dude named Peter Gill? Feels alone all the time, like nobody really cares about me. You start noticing these? I'm not sure, maybe a few months ago when I stopped going out. So an activity you enjoyed before that you could try again. Must have been a difficult transition. Yeah, let's do that one. I don't know if I can, it feels really hard to reach out. It's okay to feel scared. Reaching out takes real courage. Thank you. I guess I just needed to hear that it's normal. Truth is, I've pushed people away because I feel unworthy. I feel that one. What would help you feel more worthy of connection and friendship? Yeah, where do you think it comes from? Probably from my childhood. My parents were never really around for me. Absence must have left a deep impact on how you connect. Helps to understand the patterns instead of just feeling stuck. Noticing those patterns this week. Alright, notice those patterns this week and we'll work through them together. You've done important work today understanding yourself. Really appreciate your help today. Thank you so much. Damn, you need a longer dress. And maybe a bra. Like, can I even show that? Well, thank God your fucking cooter phases into the couch. I feel so empty inside, like nothing matters anymore. Start with one small thing you can do today to feel better. I don't know if I can. Everything feels impossible right now. Even small steps count, and I'm here to help you through this. I think you really need to hear that. Lost my job and my relationship ended around the same time. It's major losses. How have you been coping with them? 2 birds with 1 stone. At least you're efficient. Yeah. Have you been coping? Honestly, I've been isolating myself and sleeping too much. Isolation can worsen depression. You deserve connection and support. You're right, I do feel worse when I'm alone constantly. It's giving me some new things to think about carefully. Don't think too hard, you might hurt yourself. Reflect on what we discussed and take one action this week. Take your time processing and know I'm here when you need me. Thank you for understanding. You're welcome. Come on in, Camille. I turn these lights on. I feel like nothing I do matters and life has no real purpose. So doing another midlife crisis. Let's start by identifying one small meaningful action you can take today. I'm not sure where to even begin with something like that. Think about one thing that used to bring you joy and do it tomorrow. Wake up every day wondering why I'm even going through the motions. As parents suggest you're disconnected from your core values, what's an activity that made you feel alive in the past? You still have painting, but I haven't picked up a brush in years. Reconnecting with painting could help you discover your meaning and purpose. This actually makes sense. Maybe art could bring something back. I'm willing to try, though it still feels overwhelming. Take it one day at a time and report back next week. Look at that, right on time. Getting everybody in and out today. My moves are all over the place and I can't control them. It's really difficult and I want to help you through this. I'm not sure where to start, it just happens so suddenly. You tried keeping a mood journal? No, so take your time. Fix my relationship and my work performance too. Your problems aren't that serious. Let's create a concrete plan with coping strategies. At least I'm willing to try anything at this point, honestly. I believe you have the strength to manage this successfully. Proud of your openness today. See you next week. And we're out. All right, well, it looks like the most of this is going to be kind of repeated in the demo. So I think I'll leave this video here. If you guys liked anything you saw here, want to try the game out for yourself, there will be a link in the description where you can pick up the game. It is on Steam. And I believe it releases on Wednesday. So you can pick it up then and play then. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video where maybe we'll play more of this when the full game releases, or play something else. There's a lot more games that I have the opportunity to play, so we'll be playing those soon. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.